Now in this lecture we will discuss about a DOM parser in Java. So it's an XML parser which is used to parse documents, and also we can write the documents into files. So that is a usage of DOM parser. In the last lecture we have seen about SAX XML parser. So in this lecture you will see about the DOM XML parser. So DOM XML parser stands for Document Object Model Parser. So it consists of a tree structure, and it will traverse the tree and go through each elements like that. So it will create a variable in the memory to store the particular objects. So it will be you consuming your memory. Unlike SAX parser, which does not require any objects to store, it will only we can use Sax parser when you need only to read a particular XML. In order to write to an XML file, then you need a particular DOM XML parser. It can create a node, delete a node, and all the things can be done using the DOM parser. So basically, you have to create objects using your own methods. You have to write the particular logic for creation of nodes and how to create the traverse the nodes. All the logic you have to write inside the DOM parser. So now let us discuss one more thing which I forgot to tell in the last lecture. So both Sax and DOM, in order to work in your Java file, you need to have a module dependency which is java.xml. So that module dependency, how you can add is by going to your particular module.info file, which is near your in the root folder of your project. You can find out the module info file, and if you found out the module info file, go to it and add the module dependency by requires java.xml module. So like that, if you add, then automatically the XML APIs will be working for you, and that's how you will be adding the module dependency and making your APIs work. And now let us go to some programs based on the DOM XML parser. Now let us see in this program how to create an XML file using the document using the particular DOM API. So in this program we will create an XML file of a particular similar to that last example company XML was there. Similar to that we will create an company XML which will consist of employee data. So that is the goal of this program. Now let us see how we will do using the DOM API. So first we'll go to our main class. So we'll skip the above method. First we'll go to our main method to start our execution. So first we need is a document builder factory object. So it is created by document builder factory dot new instance, and after that the try block will start. There are multiple exceptions. You can see we are catching all the exceptions. So let us see one by one, line by line, how the code will work. So let us start. So document builder object has to be created. So you'll be creating based on the document builder factory dot new document builder. So document builder is created like that. And after that I have to create the document. This document will hold the structure of the entire document, and later we will convert this document into a string, and then we'll print it into your console. So that's how we will be doing in this program. So here you can see the document object. So when you import the document, you have to mention one thing is should be imported from w3c.dom org.dom w3c.org.dom package. So it should be from that particular package, then only it will work. Now let us go to again. We have created the document, and after that we are creating a root element, and we are in this logic. Next part of the logic is to create the document structure. So how we will create document structure is creating the element and other elements in the particular document. So here you can see I am creating the element, and I am appending the child element, and after that I'm calling this method. You can see here I'm calling the method. So above method which I am used. So in this method it will create an employee object. It will create, and for each employee object it will create a particular XML structure for it. So let us see how I am doing it. Here you can see element I am creating, and for each tag I am creating an element, and after that I am appending all the elements back to the structure. So finally the structure will be completed after the every function call, every method call. and you can see here it is calling one by one each for each data of the employee. It is calling the method and it will build the structure. So our tree structure will be completed like that. So now once we done creating the document structure, we can see I will be adding it into the particular root element. So like that you can see I will be constructing the tree structure like that. So we are seeing how we can create the tree structure, and after that I will be converting it into a string. So we will be outputting our particular XML file as a string. We will be generating our XML file using this DOM API. So here you can see first I need to create a document source object which is created using the DOM object, and after that I'm using the string writer to hold the string. We want to write the string into a string writer. Using the string writer object we will be able to write, and then I will create a stream result string result object, and after that I will be creating a transformer factory object. So transformer factory object is used to create the transformer for our particular file, particular XML file. So we will create a transformer object after that in the try block. So there are some exceptions throwing, so we have to put it in a try block. So here you can see transformer is created like this. After creating the transformer, then we can transform our particular XML file into a string. Here you can see the input. Yeah, I'm parsing the document source as well as the string result into the particular method, transform method, and after that I'm printing the values. So here there are multiple exceptions in the program. We are catching all the exceptions one by one, and here once more you can see how I'm creating the tree structure. This code you have to check it out if you have time, and once it's done let us see the output of this program. So here you can see the output. So it is coming, all the tree structure is coming, the document is printing correctly, the XML structure is coming. So all the elements are getting printed as per the XML structure. These all are coming without spacing. So that's why we have to go like this. So all the structure is coming. So that's it about how to do this program. Now let us see another program based on DOM parser. Now in this program I will be converting this parsing the particular XML file and going using the DOM API. So we are parse the document using the Sax XML parser. So here we'll use the DOM XML parser to parse the document. So in this program we are having a customer's data. So customers will be the main root element of our XML structure, and you can see each element will be a customer object, and it will have ID, name, and address. Here you can see, and we will see the object for this particular class. So this is the object for this particular XML structure. So we will be creating the a list of customers based on this ID, name, and address fields. Where we will be creating the list of customers. Now let us see the main method of this program. Now in the main method, first thing which we need to do is to create the document builder factory object, and after that we will create the document builder object. You can see here, and we are created a file object initially to store the particular XML file, and we will be pointing the XML file which we need to parse, and then after that you can see I'm creating the document object by parsing the particular file using the document builder dot parse of a particular file, and that will parse the particular document into a. Then I'm doing the normalize operation, and after that I'm printing the root element. Here you can see the root element will be customers for us, so it will be printing that particular value. And after that I'm using I'm getting the node list for get elements by tag, and tag name will be there. So based on the tag name customer we will be fetching all the customers on the particular XML structure, and after that I will use a for loop. So this node list will not be iterable, so we have to use a for loop to go through each element, and then I will cast these elements back to nodes back to element, and then I will do the operations to add the particular parse the particular file particular values in the particular structure. So one by one you can take time to check out this code. So this is about how we will be checking the element condition and all the values will be populated to the particular files, particular structure, and you can see the code. So take time to see the code. I will be provided the GitHub repository link for this particular project, and we can see most of the examples. You have to spend some time to see through the code and to see how I'm writing the logic for this particular part. So now go like get back to the program. So here you can see these methods, and finally I am calling the using the once I am fetched all the data and populated the list. I will be using the for loop to print all the details of the particular customer list. So for each method I will use of the particular list, and I will be populating the particular list. Now let us see the output. So here you can see root element is getting printed, and after that I am printing all the customers information one by one. So this is how we can use DOM XML parser to parse through a document and read the document data. And in this lecture we have seen about the DOM XML parser. We have seen programs to create an XML structure using the DOM XML parser, as well as a program to read and parse the XML document. So here you can see this document, this code is little complex, so take time to understand the code, and I'll be back with the next lecture. Thank you.